Jesus taught his disciples how to pray when he taught them what we call the Lord's Prayer. And Christians all over the world pray the Lord's Prayer every time they're in church, every time they're in worship. And many, many Christians pray the Lord's Prayer every single day. But what if praying the Lord's Prayer went something like this? Our Father, who art in heaven.
Yes?
Don't interrupt me, I'm praying.
But you called me.
Called you? I didn't call you, I'm praying. Our Father, who art in heaven.
There, you did it again.
Did what?
Called me. You said, Our Father, who art in heaven. Here I am. What's on your mind?
I didn't mean anything by it. I was just, saying my daily prayers like I always do. I always pray the Lord's Prayer. It makes me feel good. It's like getting a duty done.
All right. Go on.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hold it. What do you mean by that?
Mean by what?
Hallowed be thy name.
Well, it means, good grief, I don't know what it means. How am I supposed to know that? It's just part of the prayer. By the way, what does it mean?
It means honored, holy, wonderful.
That makes sense. Guess I never thought about what hallowed meant before. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Do you really mean that?
Sure. Why not?
What are you doing about it?
Doing? Nothing, I guess. I just think it would be kind of neat that you would get control of everything here on earth the way you do in heaven.
Have I got control of you?
I go to church.
That isn't what I asked you. What about your temper? You really got a problem there. And then there's the way you spend your money. All on yourself. And what about the kind of books you read and what you watch on TV?
Stop picking on me. I'm just as good as the rest of the people in church.
Excuse me. I thought you were praying for my will to be done. If that is to happen, it will have to start with the ones who are praying for it. Like you, for example.
Okay. I guess I do have some hang-ups. And now that you mention it, I could probably name some more.
So could I.
I haven't really thought about it very much until now. But I'd really like to get some of those things out of the way. I would like to know you'd be really free.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. We'll work together, you and I. Some victories can be truly won. I'm proud of you.
Look, I really need to finish this up. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. Give us this day our daily bread.
You could cut out the bread. It would help you lose weight.
And wait a minute now. What is this? Pick on me day? Here I was doing my religious duty, and all of a sudden you break in and remind me of all my hang-ups. Prayer is a dangerous thing. It can really change you.
That's what I'm trying to get across to you. Keep praying. I'm interested in the next part of your prayer. Well, go on.
I'm scared too.
Scared? Of what?
I know what you'll say.
Try me and see.
All right. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
What about Anne?
See, I knew you were going to bring her up. Look, Lord, she's lied to me. She's told stories about my family. She never paid me back the money she owes me, and I swore I would get even with her.
But your prayer. What about your prayer?
I didn't mean it.
Well, at least you're honest. But it's not much fun carrying the load of bitterness inside of you, is it?
No, but I'll feel better as soon as I get even. Boy, have I got some plans for that neighbor. She'll wish she'd never moved into this neighborhood.
You won't feel any better. You'll feel worse. Revenge isn't sweet. Think of how unhappy you already are. But I can change all that.
You can? How?
Forgive Anne. Then I'll forgive you. Then the hate and sin will be Anne's problem, and not yours. You will have settled your heart.
All right. You're right. You always are. And more than I want to get revenge, I want to be right with you. But, all right, I forgive her. Help her to find the right way. She's bound to be awfully unhappy when I think about it. Anyone who goes around doing the things that she does must not be very right. Somehow, some way, show her the right way.
There now. Wonderful. How do you feel?
Well, not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, pretty good. I don't think I'll have to go to bed uptight tonight. For the first time in a really long time. Maybe I won't be so tired now that I'm getting a good night's sleep.
You're not through with your prayers. Go on.
All right. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Good. Good, I'll do that. Just don't put yourself in a place where you can be tempted.
What do you mean by that?
Don't turn on the TV when you know the laundry needs to be done and the house needs to be picked up. Also, about the time you spend with your friends. If you can't influence the conversation to positive things, perhaps you should rethink the value of those friendships. Another thing, your neighbors and friends shouldn't be your standard for keeping up, and please don't use me as an escape hatch.
I don't understand that last part.
Sure you do. You've done it a lot of times. You get caught in a bad situation, you get in trouble, and then you come running to me. Lord, help me out of this mess, and I promise you, I'll never do it again. You remember some of those bargains you tried to make with me?
Yes, and I'm ashamed, Lord, I really am.
Which bargain are you remembering?
Well, there was that night my wife was out of town and the kids and I were all alone and the wind was howling and we thought the roof would get blown off the house and there was tornado warnings everywhere and I cried out to you, Lord, if you spare us, I'll never skip devotions again.
I protected you, but you didn't keep your promise, did you?
I'm sorry, Lord, I really am. Up until now, I thought if I just prayed the Lord's Prayer every day, then everything would be just fine. I didn't expect anything to happen like this.
Go ahead and finish your prayer.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Do you know what would bring me glory? What would really make me happy?
No, but I would like to know. I want to please you. I can see the mess I've made of my life, and I can see how great it would really be to one of your followers.
You just answered the question.
I did?
Yes. The thing that would bring me glory is to have people like you truly love me, and I see that happening between us. Now that some of these old sins are exposed and out of the way, there's no telling what we can do together.
Lord, let's see what we can make of me, okay?
Yes, let's see.
Let's you and I now pray the Lord's Prayer for real this time. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thanks for joining me today. Join us again next time. God's richest blessings to you.